Hello there, people. Sorry, it has been a minute since I have done a video. Um, the whole shit with Gina happened last week, and plus the Snyder Cut stuff. I was just too caught up in other shit to do a video, but um, today we are reviewing Friday Part 5, which is an interesting case. A lot of people's eyes, it is regarded as one of the worst Friday the 13th films. I don't agree. I think it's an okay slasher. I will agree it's kind of a weak Jason movie, if you can say it. But overall, I dig it as like an 80s slasher. And you have some good kills in here. I watched this film the first time. I'm trying to remember. It was in like a Friday the 13th marathon. So, um, my next video after this will go into part 6, but soon I'm going to start my Nightmare on Elm Street franchise review. We're going to start that soon. I'm going to kind of do it simultaneously while I'm doing this, but so my next video will be part 6. So the film starts off with a young this film's a dream scene of a young Tommy Jarvis. So they got Corey Feldman to do a few scenes, basically a graveyard, and he sees two dudes trying to basically dig up Jason. Jason wakes up, kills them, and then is about to walk towards Tommy, and basically he wakes up. It's an older Tommy now. It was a cool little opening. So you have like a few scenes. So Jason's aura isn't kind of in this movie. Like I said, in that part, and then there's a part later where he sees him in like the window, but it's like little things like that. So he's being delivered to Pinehurst, which is a halfway house, which helps I guess basically crazy people. They meet the director Pam and the head director Matt. He goes to his room. He meets Reggie, this little black kid. I actually think Reggie's one of the cooler parts of this film. Like, the characters, I'll admit, are kind of weak in this, and it's definitely kind of a weaker follow-up to part 4, but I enjoy this as an 80s slasher. Because I actually think there are some solid kills in this. So he meets Reggie, whose grandfather works in the kitchen. Then there's other teens. You have a goth chick named Robin, Violet. You have Jake. You have Vic, who's just like this angry dude, which we'll get more to him. And then we have Joey, who's also important. They have Tina and Eddie. And then the neighbor is Ethel, like this crazy, kind of, crazy, old lady. So later on, Vic is like cutting, I think a tree or something, and Joey is kind of annoying him, and Vic basically takes his chocolate, smashes it. Joey says something, and Vic just straight up kills him in the back with an axe. Then he's arrested. This is kind of out of nowhere, but this is kind of the catalyst because one of the paramedics looks at the body and he has like this look, and I'm gonna spoil it here. Is Roy? Roy is Joey's dad, and since he knows the area, he basically poses as Jason. Gets a hockey mask, some coveralls, and starts slaughtering the people at the cabin. I'm just gonna do the reveal here because, yeah, this movie is called Fake Jason Movie, but so that happens. Like, yeah, you could see the anger in his face, which I thought was a good shot. So the next night, yeah, Pete and Vinny are basically greasers who get their car stuck in the road. They're killed by Roy. Um, one of them, he just shoves the fucking flare into the dude's mouth. It's pretty brutal. I'm not gonna lie. Then kills Pete with slashing his throat with a machete. He basically is posing as Jason. Though there's a line at some point in the movie where they say that Jason his body was supposed to be cremated, which we'll get to obviously in the next film because it's not. So, Bill and his girlfriend Lana are killed with an axe. Oh, this is where, yeah, Tommy is starting to hallucinate Jason. And then I think the original plan for this movie was this was supposed to open the door for Tommy basically going crazy, and often when we'll get to the end here, but Ethel and Ethel basically what happens is Tina and Eddie go off to have sex. Ethel's farmhand is murdered. And you have probably one of the coolest kills in this movie. Roy gets kills Tina with garden shears. It's a pretty brutal kill, right in the eyes. When because Eddie, like, I think goes to the bathroom or something, and then he finds her, and then he gets his skull crushed against a tree with a belt. So Roy kills them. Pretty good kills so far. Reggie gets permission from his grandfather to see his brother Demon, and Pam and Tommy go with him. Tom, like, I think Junior, like, does a prank on Tommy, and Tommy basically flips out on him, and then Tommy kind of storms off. Oh no, that was earlier. This was something else. I think Junior's one of the neighbor kids, and Tommy beats him up, and Tommy runs off. Demon and his girlfriend, who Demon is Reggie's brother, and it's cool. It's kind of a funny kill, like, cause he's in the bathroom, and him and his girlfriend's outside. They're like singing. Roy kills her off screen, and then Demon gets killed in the back. I don't think they showed what killed him, but so Pam takes Reggie back to the house, and Pam leaves because she notices nobody's around. Now it's starting to storm. Junior gets decapitated by Roy, and Ethel is killed with a cleaver. So some cool kills so far. Jake tells Robin he likes her, and then she kind of laughs at him. Storms off, gets killed with a cleaver. So Jason killed. They keep saying not Jason. Roy kills Robin, stabbing her in the bed. Kills Violet while she's dancing to music. In the original cut, or one of the original versions of this movie, the kill was supposed to be basically, it's kind of crazy. Roy was gonna basically stab Violet through her vagina. Yeah, that was one of the original ideas for the kill. They probably changed against it because they thought that was too violent. And I think this works well enough. So he kills Violet. Reggie wakes up and sees all the bodies. He runs into Pam. Roy bursts into the shot. He basically looks like Jason. So they run. Basically, they think it's Jason coming after them. Chases them into the rain. Sees another dead body. They find Matt, who's dead. She's being chased into the barn. They kind of get separated. Pam's getting chased into the barn by Roy. Then Reggie saves her by hitting Roy with the a tractor. This is where it gets a little weird because some of the hits Roy is taking. Roy is a regular guy, mind you, but I get it. They want to make you think it's Jason. I think that's why they did it the way they did because they want to make you think it's Jason. But the problem is, we know it's not. No grave. There's nothing like showing that Jason woke up, that the grave moved on. Not like nothing like that. So we know it's not Jason. Maybe at the time you didn't when it came out in 1985. So yes, it was a year right after part 4. So, but what? And then there's something else that happens later. I'm like, how did he survive that? So Roy comes and chases them. Tommy comes and basically fights with Roy. He pushes Roy. Roy is going after Reggie, and I think something happens where Reggie gets away, and then Tommy basically knocks Roy into like a harrow, which is like sharp things on it, and basically fall. And it's Roy. It's revealed to be Roy because his mask pops off. So that was supposed to be like the big reveal at the hospital. That's where the reveal happened that Joey was his son. And she goes to Tommy's room, and basically Tommy wakes up another hallucination of Jason. It kind of is supposed to show he's gotten over his fear of Jason. Pam approaches. Basically he's gone, and he comes up behind her and has a knife and has Jason's mask on. And the screen this was supposed to start like Tommy basically becoming a new killer, but it flopped in the theaters, so they scrapped it obviously, and how we got Jason Lives. I like this movie. I think it's watchable. I can watch it in a Friday the 13th marathon. Like, I can watch it in a Friday the 13th marathon and be cool. I do think there are moments like some hits Roy being taking in the finale, in the final act there. I'm like, how is he surviving this? I think they want to show you, they want to make you think it's Jason, but it's just, it's not. But there are some really good kills. I'll probably say my favorite kill is the shears to the eyes when he killed that girl. It's pretty brutal. And I do like Roy's look. It's kind of interesting. And it would have been kind of interesting to see what they would have done with that Tommy becoming the killer thing. But this movie flopped. People like Jason, because we had basically 3 films of Jason, and people just got too attached. It's kind of similar to what happened with Halloween 3, when that came out, and that wasn't well received. So they went back to Michael. I think it's the same thing here. People got too attached to Jason, and it just didn't work. But overall, I'd give this film like a 7. I don't think it's great. I think the actor who plays Tommy in this is kind of forgettable, but I think he was serviceable for this film. Reggie's a cool little kid. I think Pam's cool. Most of the characters are fine. There's really not a character in this that gets on my nerves. It's very 80s. But I think it's a solid film. So, definitely I would watch it in the Friday marathon. But yeah, guys, I'm sorry this is a little bit shorter, but the Friday the 13th review, I think the next one I'll probably go into a bit more detail, because part 6 is my favorite Friday the 13th film. In my humble opinion, it is my favorite of them. I think 4, I can make it. I'll talk about this more tomorrow, but 4 I could see being like, it's probably a better made film, but 6 is my go-to. So the review will probably be a little bit longer on there. Like I said, this film's okay. But other than that, guys, I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.